Hey everyone, Rambles here, back again with another Antique Rambles. I said in the last video that I was interested in learning ancient languages, and for me, I feel like the easiest ancient language to learn is Latin. 30% of all English vocabulary is Latin already, so it's quite easy to get into. There's a lot of material available for Latin. There's a lot of beginner language learning material, as well as, just the centuries and millennia worth of things that has been written in the language. So I feel like it's a very good place to start. I saw a comment that said they'd love to see me learn or read something out in Sumerian or Old Norse, and while I agree that would be epic, I think Latin's a bit easier to find stuff to read in than those two languages. So I'm going to do Latin first. If it goes well, I might do some other ones. We'll see how it goes. This is kind of an experiment. So I have got quite a few textbooks. So first, I'll show you the main one I'm using right now is one that I've had for many years. I bought this the year I graduated uni, actually, so back in 2017. I bought this, and the furthest I ever got was chapter 6, which is actually how far I've just gotten. So we'll see. I just need to continue one more chapter, and then I will have beaten my previous record. And that is the famous Lingua Latina per se illustrata, pars prima Familia Romana. So this is by Hans Orberg. It's written in something called the natural method. So that means the entire thing is in Latin. So there's no English explanations. The entire thing is written in Latin. And you learn it per se illustrata, as it is illustrated. So it's actually a really good book. I'd recommend this for anyone starting out. There's an excellent channel called Scorpio Martianus, who has lots of videos in Latin, and he also has another channel called Polymathy, so I'll link those below. He's really good, and he's where I'm getting my pronunciation from. So I'm going to pronounce Latin based on pronunciation of Rome from about 1st century AD. So it's also called Classical Latin. So it's a pronunciation scheme that's reconstructed how Latin was actually pronounced at that time. Of course, there are many other ways you could pronounce Latin, like ecclesiastical is very common. That's the one that's usually used in the Catholic Church. It's kind of pronouncing Latin as if it were Italian, and that it has a certain aesthetic to it. I do prefer the classical pronunciation, though. You could also pronounce it as if it were English or French or whatever. That's usually the traditional way of pronouncing things in each country was like that. But I'm going for this way. So I will read a little excerpt from chapter 1 of this, and you'll see how kind of easy it is to understand, even if you've never studied Latin before. But I'll be using that pronunciation when I do so. To go with that book, there's another book from the same series. Oh yeah, I'm also using some free resources online. So Scorpio Martianus, he also has, in the playlist, he also goes over the sister book to this, which is called Colloquia Personarum, which is kind of like extra content for each chapter. And then I also downloaded a PDF of Fabellae Latinae, which is some more content for each chapter. So I'm getting lots of reading practice, which is nice. You kind of don't really study grammar with this method, and the first 24 chapters you have another lesson in Colloquia Personarum, but then after that, from chapter 26, you have chapters from this book, Fabulae Syrae. So these are kind of tales from Greek and Roman mythology written in simplified Latin. So I won't be doing this right now, but once I get halfway through the book, then I will start reading these, and that'll be fun. I might even read one or two on the channel. That's my goal. That's my idea. I'll just put it on the floor, it's easier. Okay, another thing I got from a charity shop is I saw this and I had to buy it. It's so cute. It's a little Latin English pocket dictionary. I love this. It was only got like £1. Yeah, 99p. So it's quite a cute little thing. So I got that. And then I did buy this. You don't really need a grammar book, but I did buy the infamous Wheelock's Latin, which people either love or hate. It's a lot of grammar translation exercises. I kind of bought it because, I don't know, I kind of like grammar translation exercises. They're not necessarily useful a lot of the time, but I find some kind of form of meditation in like writing out sentences and translating them from language to language. So even if it doesn't really help, it's something enjoyable, so I do what I want. So yeah, I've got that one as well. And then the pièce de résistance is what I actually got for my birthday present from my parents, because they asked for it, and they were very kind to give it to me. Is secondhand, is the entire series of the Cambridge Latin course, which is awesome. So there's five books, and they each follow kind of different parts of the Roman Empire. So like this one follows a Roman family, this book here, that lives in Tusculum, which is in like Tuscalo, which is a ruined city. No one lives there anymore, but that's where this is set. But this one also follows different characters, but they're in like more, I guess, well-known locations. So like the first book is set in Pompeii, with the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, and I think everyone dies at the end. Spoiler alert. And then like the next book, book number 2, goes to Egypt, and also to Roman Britain, and then so on and so forth. They all go to different places in the Roman Empire, which is really cool. But they have reading. They have lots of reading things that you can go through and, you know, read a story. So it's interesting. It's not just a boring textbook. It's actually a story to them. So I got those as well, because, you know, I think they're fun. Plus, there's a lot of memes about the Cambridge Latin course, like Caecilius est in horto. So Latin student memes, because of course there are. Why would you expect anything else? Yeah, so I'm quite excited to get these. They also have a lot of history notes and stuff, so you can actually learn about the Roman Empire, which is cool, because this book, I don't think this has anything about the actual history of Rome or anything in it. It's just like a kind of easy story to read about a Roman family. So, well, I mean, I'll see as I progress through it. But yeah, that's everything that I've got for Latin. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some Latin because it's fun, and I can finally live out my childhood dreams of pretending that I've gone to a very posh boarding school, like Hogwarts or something, and we get to learn ancient languages and stuff instead of the reality, which was I went to a really crappy comprehensive state school where I got middling grades. So and got the absolute shit bullied out of me, so that was fun. Okay, so I'm going to read from the first chapter of Familia Romana. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this and just kind of listen to it, and I'll start off slowly and then try and work my way up. It is a bit difficult to read with, you know, this on. It kind of destroys the writing a bit. So forgive me for that, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Okay. Capitulum primum, Imperium Romanum. Roma in Italia est. Italia in Europa est. Graecia in Europa est. Italia et Graecia in Europa sunt. Hispania quoque in Europa est. Hispania et Italia et Graecia in Europa sunt. Aegyptus in Africa... Aegyptus in Europa non est. Aegyptus in Africa est. Gallia non in Africa est. Gallia est in Europa. Syria non est in Europa, sed in Asia. Arabia quoque in Asia est. Syria et Arabia in Asia sunt. Germania non in Asia, sed in Europa est. Britannia quoque in Europa est. Germania et Britannia sunt in Europa. Estne Gallia in Europa? Gallia in Europa est. Estne Roma in Gallia? Roma in Gallia non est. Ubi est Roma? Roma est in Italia. Ubi est Italia? Italia in Europa est. Ubi sunt Gallia et Hispania? Gallia et Hispania in Europa sunt. Estne Nilus in Europa? Nilus in Europa non est. Ubi est Nilus? Nilus in Africa est. Rhenus qui ubi est? Rhenus est in Germania. Nilus fluvius est. Rhenus fluvius est. Nilus et Rhenus fluvii sunt. Danuvius quoque fluvius est. Rhenus et Danuvius sunt fluvii in Germania. Tiberis fluvius in Italia est. Nilus fluvius magnus est. Tiberis non est fluvius magnus, Tiberis fluvius parvus est. Rhenus non est fluvius parvus, sed fluvius magnus. Nilus et Rhenus non fluvii parvi, sed fluvii magni sunt. Danuvius quoque fluvius magnus est. Corsica insula est. Corsica et Sardinia et Sicilia insulae sunt. Britannia quoque insula est. Italia insula non est. Sicilia insula magna est. Melita est insula parva. Britannia non insula parva, sed insula magna est. Sicilia et Sardinia non insulae parvae, sed insulae magnae sunt. Brundisium oppidum est. Brundisium et Tusculum oppida sunt. Sparta quoque oppidum est. Brundisium est oppidum magnum. Tusculum oppidum parvum est. Delpi quoque oppidum parvum est. Tusculum et Delpi non oppida magna, sed oppida parva sunt. Ubi est Sparta? Sparta est in Graecia. Sparta est oppidum Graecum. Sparta et Delpi oppida Graeca sunt. Tusculum non oppidum Graecum, sed oppidum Romanum est. Tusculum et Brundisium sunt oppida Romana. Sardinia insula Romana est. Creta, Rhodus, Naxos, Samos, Chios, Lesbos, Lemnos, Euboea sunt insulae Graecae. In Graecia multae insulae sunt. In Italia et in Graecia sunt multa oppida. In Gallia et in Germania multi sunt fluvii. Sunt ne multe fluvii et multa oppida in Arabia? In Arabia non multi, sed pauci fluvii sunt, et pauca oppida. Nun Creta oppidum est? Creta oppidum non est. Quid est Creta? Creta insula est. Nun Sparta insula est? Sparta non est insula. Quid est Sparta? Sparta oppidum est. Sparta oppidum est. Rhenus quid est? Rhenus est magnus fluvius. Nun Oceanus Atlanticus parvus est. Non parvus, sed magnus est Oceanus. Ubi est Imperium Romanum? Imperium Romanum est in Europa, in Asia, in Africa. Hispania et Syria et Aegyptus provinciae Romanae sunt. Germania non est provincia Romana. Germania in Imperio Romano non est. Sed Gallia et Britannia sunt provinciae Romanae. In Imperio Romano multae sunt provinciae. Magnum est Imperium Romanum. So, that's chapter 1. As I said before, like I'm not an expert in Latin. I'm not a classicist. I'm not a philologist. I'm not a linguist. I did a lot of linguistics in uni, but I'm not a linguist. I'm just some guy who's dressed as a wolf and likes to study languages because I think they're fun. So yeah, that's Rambles. Yeah, this is just kind of a little video so I can put something up and also kind of give an update on the ancient language front. We'll see how well I get on with it. As I said before, I did use this book before. When I was in Japan, I took this with me to Japan with the intention of studying it, and I did study the furthest I ever went. I went to chapter 6, Capitulum Sextum, and I finished that, but I was on a roll, but I thought, I'm in Japan, I should study Japanese instead of Latin. Just like, don't study because you think you have to study something. Study something when you have a passion for it, honestly. That's one of the major problems I had with my like language studying habits is like I went through stages where I'd really be into a language, but because I was moving to Japan or because I was living in Japan, I wouldn't want to like focus in on that passion for a language because I'm like, oh, I should be having a passion for Japanese instead, even if I didn't have the passion for studying Japanese. It was dumb. It was logical, but very stupid. So yeah, go with your heart. Yes. But honestly, yeah, just follow your heart when it comes to certain things, because if you have passion for something, then even if you don't learn it properly or like fully, like you would have learned something. There was loads of languages I was interested in studying. I was interested in doing Sumerian was one, Arabic, Hebrew, Russian, um, Chinese, Akkadian, Egyptian, Welsh, Irish. There was a bunch of them that I got really passionate about, but then I didn't study them because I should be doing Japanese. Just do what you want. Stop doing what you think you should. Stop doing what you have to do, or what you think you should be doing. Just do what you want. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Studying Latin because I want to. I feel like I'll get questions. I feel like I might get questions on this video, like, why are you studying Latin? Why are you studying a dead language? The answer is because I want to. It might get another question like, ew, a furry. And the answer is also because I want to. So why are you gay? Because I want to. So yeah, that's about it. That's about all for this video. Peace out.